Hello, 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 everybody. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the peninsula in Virginia, back with another come on in the den version of Create and Relate. How is everyone this morning? Okay, it's not too far away. Once again, I caught myself rushing, y'all. Yes, I was. I was rushing. Whew. But it's okay. I'm here. That's the most important thing. So, first of all, welcome to Come On in the Den. Got a few things to show you today. I do want to thank all of my subscribers, those that have been with me forever, and those, good morning, my Michelle. Oh my goodness. Okay. I am moving a little bit too slow today, but it's okay. Like I said, the important thing is that I'm here. Um, I feel pretty good. I'm still having issues with my legs, but I'm here. I understand. I do understand. I'm just happy that you're here. Okay. So, like I said, back to my subscribers, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. The numbers are climbing, and I'm really excited about that. I really, really am. Um, it's hard to contain the excitement, but I'm trying to stay low key. So, don't forget to leave the thummies, please. And if you're catching this on replay, same thing, thummies. And feel free to leave comments, please. Please, please, please. I've gotten to the point now that I'm checking comments frequently because I realize that some of the comments on the older videos are not populating right away for some reason. And I'll go back, a few and see if I've missed any, but I am checking on them. Okay. Y'all know I got a note. Okay, I want to talk to you a little bit about Juan's Taco Tuesday. So this week, of course, he drew for four, and there was a fifth. And the mod's choice was a scarf using a Juan the Yarn Addict stitch tutorial. Have I done that? No. I mean, it just came out Tuesday. It may happen. It may happen. It just may happen. And then the other two, I've already told myself if I'm able to do this one, I'm going to combine these two. One is element, which is fire. And of course, we know those colors. You got, depending on the kind of depending on the kind of fire, you can have blue, green, you have the yellow, the orange, the red. So those colors are also fall colors or autumn colors, which was another challenge that was drawn. So I see those two coming together. And then another challenge was to do a 2-bit granny. I don't know. We shall see. Have I been busy? Yes, I've been busy. And then the last one was a granny square with the non-dominant hand. Have I done that one? Yes. It took me 17 hours, 17 hours to make this beautiful granny square in this pukey color, but I made it, y'all. And I did it with my left hand. I had a little bit of coaching from my daughter telling me how to hold the hook, but it worked. And I'm amazed. I'm proud of myself. But I think I may have had a little bit of an advantage because back in 2010, I had carpal tunnel repair on my right wrist. In 95, I had it on the left wrist. But in 2010, I had it on this one. So I had to learn to, I was already ambidextrous, but I had to utilize my left hand a little more. So once I got in the swing of things, it was easy to do. The hardest part was making the slip stitch and making that first chain. But once I got that done, and the reason I'm so amazed is because I don't chain up to define the next stitch, uh, whether it be single crochet, half double crochet, um, double crochet, etc. I build it. The double crochet, I use the stackable singles, and I did that with this. And I'm keeping this. I'm gonna weave in this tail, and I will probably grow around it. I know, Michelle, it's a granny square. I know, but I'm keeping it, and I'm gonna make a wall hanging out of it, and it's gonna be my first crocheted wall hanging because I did this all with my left hand. And if I add to it, I might consider challenging myself and adding to it with my left hand. I don't know yet, but I am really, really proud of this piece right here. I am. I did this with my left hand, y'all. Yes. And I'm so, so proud of that. Last night, first of all, yesterday I was supposed to be working on my sweater. Joan, I'm sorry I didn't. I had an idea. And knowing that I have this list and it grows every day of gifts that I want to make, I thought of one, being that so many people chose the color pink. Pink. So I wanted to create a scarf, but I wanted to make the slit in the end where you could pull the scarf through to conceal it. But I also wanted to add a pocket, like a little security pocket on that side. And when I first started making it, I released a crochet with me video a little earlier. Um, it was actually too short. I only did 55 stitches long, and I'm working it as a rectangle. So I redid it, and I made this 165 stitches long. I know 55 to 110 stitches more. That's a lot, but that's what I did. And it's a lot better because this by itself, without adding the rest to it, hangs pretty good. And as I add more to it, I know that it's going to give it, of course, more width, but more length as well. Um, Sam, hi. Working to get this snuggly cuddly toy finished for my grandson for Christmas so I can get it in the post to the UK. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you all in the den. It is. I'm super excited. But this is what I started on last night before I fell asleep. I went to sleep early, y'all. I think I went to sleep like 9:30. I woke up about every hour and a half and played a few games on the phone until I went back to sleep. So I ultimately got up late this morning. All of that going to bed early, and I got up late. I didn't get up until 9 o'clock, but I got up in time to fix my coffee. I sure did. So y'all know I got my espresso. I only have one pot of espresso left. Okay, I get it, hon. Go handle business. But I only have one pot of espresso left. But um it was economically better for me to get the huge box of the French roast because it was $28 for 100 pods. And my Folgers Black Silk is only 60 pods at the same price. So I'm getting almost twice as much for the same price. So yeah, I jumped on that 100. I wish they sold the espresso in the big box. I'll look into it and see if that's something that we can do for next month. Um, We have come to some financial decisions in the family, where we're going to be shopping differently. Okay, my dress is all kinds of ways. Sorry. But we're going to be shopping differently. We're going to start buying some things in bulk, and things that we actually use, like soups. The kids love the ramen noodles. So do I. Oh, whatever it is, we're going to do more bulk buying throughout the rest of the year. Things that have somewhat of an extended shelf life so that we can be pretty much prepared for next year when the winter really comes in. Our winter usually doesn't come in until like the hard winter, usually doesn't come in until like mid January. And it's generally pretty short. It feels like forever. Usually, if we get snow at the start about that time, sometimes it's a little like early in January, maybe like the first week or whatever. But usually by mid February, it's gone. We don't really have the hard winters. It's cold for us. We've had temperatures as low as -2 degrees. And I know to some of y'all, that's like, that's a cakewalk. To us, it's not a cakewalk. To us, it's baking a cake from scratch. Okay, I have a few stories that I want to share with you all today. Funny stories about my family. Excuse me. So, and I also have our ASL for today. And our ASL is so fitting because it's something that we all do. We're all involved in, and we can all get into this one. So, we're going to start with the stories. I have to have y'all giggling for a little bit. I'm going to start with the superhero sons. One of these I told you before. So my kids are outside playing, and my son comes in the house and he grabs two of the huge black garbage bags. He gets the scissors and he gets the duct tape, and he comes and asks me for some yarn. And I'm like, okay. So gave him some yarn. He goes out, he cuts the garbage bag open, get bags open, spreads the tape, securing them together. And he strategically puts string around the ends. And he proceeds to fold it up all nice and neat, no air pockets or anything. He goes outside and he's taking all my furniture off the front porch and piling it up on the side of the house. I'm clueless. I look out the window and I see this child climbing the furniture. I've assessed by now that he's getting up on the roof. Still clueless. All of a sudden, this child jumps from the roof. Thank God it was a single dwelling, 1-story home. But he jumped from the roof with this black garbage bag drifting down behind him, and he hits the ground, front side first. The mother in me went into instant panic mode. I wanted to scream, I wanted to holler, I wanted to run out there, but being a single parent, I had to show that tough love to this boy child of mine. I got myself together, lit me a cigarette. I walked outside. I'm like, you okay? And all I got from him was a, ugh. I said, okay, well, when you catch your breath, get up and put all of my furniture back on that front porch. And I had to turn around real fast and come in the house because I was in tears. He had no broken bones, but and he learned a valuable lesson. He never did that again. But I think he passed those genes somehow down to my grandson, because last year, right around this time of year, they lived in a 2-story house. The kids' bedrooms were upstairs. Everybody's downstairs except my grandson. I'm at home, I'm here, but both of my girls are there, my grandkids. And my my other daughter, I call her my other daughter. All of them are there. All of a sudden, my daughter said, all you saw was Pete, my grandson, flying through the air, and you heard this boom. Because at the bottom of the stairs was the wall right beside the door. Thank God there was no window. He smacked that wall. He jumped from the top stair, threw his arms back, and declared he was Batman. Y'all, when they told me once again, my heart dropped. I'm like, is he okay? They're giggling. They're laughing real hard. You know, he's not bruised. He's not hurt anything. He just a boy. What is it with these boy childs, y'all? What is it? What is it? Oh my goodness. They gonna give us heart attacks. Whew. Now to the girls, especially the baby girl. So y'all know by now that I drove cab at one point in my life for 10 years. And a part of that was being a dispatcher. So I had to sit in this little tiny room, the cab stand, take calls. And my daughter would be down there with me at night. And she slept there, did her homework there, all of that because our landlord had a habit of coming in our apartment um, at all ungodly hours of the night. And I just wasn't having him popping in there on my daughter. So there was this chair that she loved to sit in and she loved to rear back on it. I know we do that a lot down here in the country. We turn a four-legged chair into a two-legged chair, rearing back in it. And I kept telling her, baby, that's not a rocking chair. You need to stop, baby. Sit that chair on all four legs, baby. Cut it out. One night before I had a chance to say baby, I heard this loud commotion. And when I looked back, my daughter's head and neck, head, neck, and shoulders were on the floor. The chair is upside down on her. It's like she was in a seated position upside down, and her knees were in her forehead. But lesson learned, she wasn't hurt. Nobody got hurt in any of these, but these are just some funny things that I thought about earlier today that I really wanted to share with you all because it makes me giggle. It really makes me giggle. Now I want to tell you about the ridiculous ramp. All of these are epic falls, not fails, falls. So it wasn't, it was summertime actually. And my girls and my mom were going out. I don't remember where. This was before mom got sick. And we're going out. They're going out the front door. I'm standing in the door and I'm watching. For some reason, I had to turn around. I don't remember why, but all I heard was and chuckling. And when I turned around, my mama was sitting on the ramp. Mama said her feet just slid out from under her, so all she could do was sit down. She didn't get hurt. She didn't get hurt at all. As a matter of fact, she was able to get up on her own. And so that tells you she was good. Oh my goodness. But this ramp, let me tell you what else about this ramp. So I'm coming out of the house one day. Me and my girls are on our way out to lunch, doing a little shopping and going out for lunch. All of a sudden, all you heard was, whew. That's all you heard. When the girls turned around, I'm sitting on the ramp chuckling so hard because I hit an ice patch on the ramp. And you know how when you fall, you usually grab for stuff. Oh no, I just did like my mama. I sat down. Oh my goodness, too funny, too funny. There's one last one I want to share with y'all. I got to go back to those stairs at my daughter's house that my grandson decided he was going to play Batman down. Well, see, when I was a little girl, well, my cousin and I were little, and they had a two-story house in Richmond, and we used to go visit them some weekends. And we go this particular weekend, and he's teaching me how to bounce down the stairs on your butt. You just sit at the top and boom, 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 boom down the stairs. I don't know what made me at the at the age of 60 decide that I was young enough to sit atop these 14 stairs and bounce down. Because y'all, I declare something grabbed my feet and started dragging me down those stairs. I went down those stairs so fast. I'm showing my daughter how to get down the stairs without having to walk down the stairs. And it happened so fast she couldn't even form the word mama. Oh my goodness, y'all, I'm weak. I'm weak. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. That's enough for today. So, as you know, I will be working on this today. I'm going to be adding the mainstay pink to it. I didn't intend to do this much of the just yarn pink, but y'all, it's so soft and it's so much fun to work with. And I had to keep going. So I did do it in, I am doing it rectangle style. And I'm going to keep going. I'm only using half double crochet. I did build my foundation row, my half double crochet foundation row. Like I said, I did 165 stitches. When I got down to the ends, what I did was chain two, did one half double crochet, chain in the same as that last stitch, chain two, and went right back in that last stitch and started my 165 stitches back the other way. Got to the other end, chain two, half double crochet, and connected with the half double crochet. And when I went to my next round, I just, in my corners, I'm only doing one half double crochet, two chains. And that's what I'm doing all the way down. When I get to my last round, I'm going to do two half double crochet, two chains, just to give it a little more of a crisp corner. I'm not going to put fringes on the end. Most of the people that I have talked to are not big fans of fringes, thankfully. Ooh, thankfully. I put fringes on the red, blue, and white, on the pink, blue, and white one. And I think the fringes took longer than the blanket itself. It's a very tedious job for me. What else am I working on? My sweater has only received um, one more rank. No, it's more than one. I did one, two, four more rounds. I did. I added two more of this grape kind of purple here, and then I went with the like wine colored purple to go around. I have to do the same thing on this side, and I have all of my work right here beside me, so I don't have to go far to get it. And I am definitely going to be working on the scarf and the sweater today. I'm definitely going to do that. My sweater's going to have a hood, y'all. I'm excited. It is actually getting done. So crocheting is not the only thing that I've been working on. I did not know for a while what this was going to end up being. This piece is floppy, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I think I just figured it out. I took it off. But I want to make some type of organizational piece with this. Everything else is pretty sturdy. Um, why I had these going or this many going across, I don't know. I'm thinking that I'm going to make it long and kind of narrow. So I'll probably continue this process until it's about a little more than twice the size it is. And this will be one wall. And then I'll build out the sides. And then we'll do the other side and think about how we're going to do the bottom of it. I'll probably turn it up and make this the bottom because this side is not as even as this side. The popsicle sticks that I got from Michael's were not as flat or straight as the others, but I kind of like the project. And it's something that, I just add a few popsicle sticks a day and lay it aside and let it dry. And I crochet. And maybe later on that evening, I'll add a couple of more pieces. So that is what I'm working on as far as crochet is concerned. Now, for the ASL, I want to share signs about eating. Okay. So we're going to start with breakfast. You're putting the food in your mouth. This is the sign for eat. Just the crunched up fingers or flatten out O, and you put your hands towards your mouth. And then, of course, this is your day and the time of day, morning. So, breakfast, eat, morning, breakfast, breakfast. Okay? Lunch, lunch, or lunch. The L is the best way to do it. Lunch. Or you can go eat lunch. Don't go under, just there. Eat noon, lunch, or lunch. And then, of course, you have dinner, the letter D, dinner, dinner, or eat night, dinner, dinner. Okay? I already showed you the sign for eat. One time to the lips, eat. Well, what do you eat? You eat food, two taps. Food, food. Hungry, C hand, from the esophagus down to the stomach. Hungry, hungry. I'm not hungry. And then you have cook, like you're flipping a pancake or flipping eggs. Cook, flat hands. Cook. And when you want the kids to set up the dishes, dishes, shape your hand like a saucer or a plate. Dishes or dish. Dishes, either slide across like you do double letters, dishes, or bounce one time. Dishes. Once is dish. Okay. So once again, we have breakfast, lunch, dinner, eat, food, hungry, cook, dishes. Did I go too fast? Let me know. I'm going to go through them again. So, again, we have breakfast, Eat morning, breakfast, lunch. Letter L, tap the chin. Lunch. Dinner. Letter D, tap the chin. Dinner. Eat. Eat. Twice. Food. I eat food. Food. I'm hungry. No, I'm not hungry. Hungry. Letter C. Hungry. Cook. Cook. Dishes. Dishes. Okay. Okay. That was pretty good. Pretty. Or handsome. Pretty. Handsome. So that we did it. We did it. We absolutely. Hey, sis. How are you? How you feeling? How are you feeling? Let me see if I can reach this. After you talk so much, your throat gets dry. I know I have to show it again because my accountability coach is here. So I am going to show it. And no, I did not work on it like I was supposed to. I had another idea, but you can see that it is still, I did work on it the other day like I promised. So you can see this side is getting longer. I can actually put my arm in it so you can see. See? And what I was showing you, or what I was telling you, Joan, is that this whole side is just one panel. This is a six-sided panel. And when you fold it over, it makes this like half a T shape. So I just went ahead on and stitch marked the top. And that's the top of the sleeve. So as I try it on, that part is already done. I'm going to add one more row on each side across the top because as you can see, it's fitting the arm right now. So if I wanted to put it on top of something else, it would be kind of tight. So I'm going to go ahead and add that other round to that. When I go around the next time, this side is pretty much how I want it in colors, but I'm going to go back around with the lighter. I think that's actually called grape. It's mainstay. No, it's purple. It's mainstay purple. And of course, y'all know the other that I'm using is the Big Twist. The Big Twist is the grape. That's this color. This color. And I found this wine color. I know this is just yarn. And it's called eggplant. This is Juan's favorite color. I want to remind you guys of the Creators BF channel by with Michelle. Yes, Michelle Crochets. Also of Audio Accessibles. Audio Accessibles, if you honestly, I find it helpful for me when I'm cleaning. Most of the cleaning that I do is like out in the kitchen area. So I'll turn it on my TV back here and I'll have it up kind of loud. And the kids know that, it's no time for playing or whatever. We're going to clean up during this time. So that's what we do. I'm excited about that. And also, Joan, the reason I did not work on this last night, aside from falling asleep early, is because I started this. This is a scarf that I started, and I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm doing it in a rectangle. And I misplaced my little pride and joy. What did I do with it, y'all? I haven't been anywhere, so we know it's closed. Oh, I really don't know. Here it is. That's my left-handed granny square. Isn't she lovely? Ooh. Y'all, I am super excited about this. I am. I know that I can go back and forth with my left hand. I've done that before, but this is the first time I did a granny square from beginning to end with the left hand. I am just so super amazed. And it looks good. It's not wonky. The tension is tight. I can tell you that. The tension is very tight. It's probably like when I first started crocheting. But it still gives a little. But yeah, I'm definitely, this is gonna be my first wall hanging. I'm truly excited about that. Don't know what I'm gonna add to it. Thank you, Michelle. But yeah, don't know what I'm going to add to it or how it's going to be. I know that I'm going to try to do it with the left hand and make it a complete left-handed project. But this is definitely, I'm proud of this little baby right here. I am. But y'all, that is what we have for today. I'm not going to hold you all a super long time. Pulling out my sweater again and knowing that I wanted to work on it yesterday. I'm excited about getting back to it. I think I'm going to go ahead on and pull my buttons today that I want on it and start trying to see how I'm going to put the hood on it. So I'm super excited about the progress there, just like with everything else that I've been working on the past couple of days. I am. And I'm excited that, except for the legs, I feel really good. I'm in a good headspace. And, like I said, my daughter and I have come to some conclusions about things that will help us out in the long run. And yeah. So, like I said, those of you who shop at Walmart and who drink coffee, and you have a Keurig and you do the pot thing, consider their big boxes, because unlike my Folgers that come 60 pods in a box for $28, $28 gets you 100 pods of the great value. And here lately, I've been drinking a lot of the great value. I think I'm going to make mother a hexacardi with some like I have left. That is a good idea. It is a good idea. Work on it in the daytime or in plenty of light. I know I have a couple of projects that I have to do in black, but they're not pressing. But I am going to be working on those in the daytime. I'm definitely going to be working on those in the daytime. Those are. Black is hard on the eyes. It is hard on the eyes. But yes, and those of you who did not see, this is what I have so far on my little desk organizer. I haven't decided what is exactly going in it right now. I was thinking maybe my crochet hooks, but I already repurposed the peanut can for my crochet hooks. It's a little too far. And I'm loving that because All of my hooks are right there, and I don't have to really dig through them. Let's see if I can point it. There we go. And I said all of my hooks. This is probably about half my hooks. I have pouches and notion bags, travel bags. I know my overnight bag has 2 whole sets of hooks in them. Um, I have a bag full of, I got a whole bag full of these. Yeah. So as I come across more hooks, I stick them in here so that they will all be together. I even have my needles in here. I love this little case. I have another case that's assimilated wood. It's real elegant and pretty. But yeah, I like those. So yes, that is what is going on in Kittyville. Joan, that's real funny. I know you giggling real hard right now. Okay. Nope. That's not going to happen. They're pretty to look at. And nice to say that I have them. And when I grow up, I'm going to get me some prim hooks, and I'm going to get me some furls. I am. And what's the one that starts with the letter C? But yeah, when I grow up. Y'all, Joan said I'm no fun. Woo! If it means stabbing myself in the fingers every day, you're right. I'm not. Oh my goodness. No, I am not crocheting thread. Mm-mm. It's bad enough I want to experience a fingering weight, the sock weight yarn. Clover, yes, Clover. Thank you, my Michelle. Yeah, it's bad enough I want to experience that, but I have some 2 weight yarn here that I work with upon occasions. Upon occasions. But no. Mm-mm. Like I said, working with that thread is too much like punishment. You work a long time to see a little bit of progress. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And see, folks like Russ, I applaud him. That blanket that he's working on now, I applaud him for that. I really do. A little teeny weeny yarn. And Marty, a wedding dress. People. Oh, yeah, those are my heroes. Those are my heroes. I can't do it. I have the patience of Job, but even Job got to be a little questionable sometimes. I understand that. And if you give me thread and tell me I got to work with it, I totally feel Job right now. I remember, y'all, my mom, my mom was into a lot of organizations and stuff. I can't do it. Yeah, my mama would probably pop my lips right now because I said the word can't. I can't do it. She would laugh at me, but I'd get a pop because that word didn't get said in our house. But I'm telling you, I told y'all I come to you with truth and transparency. I can't do it. I can't do it. Telling you about the organizations my mama used to belong to. Among everything else, she was an usher. She was head of the usher board. And she also became the church mother. And she thought it was just ideal for them to have those little doilies, the little head coverings that they wear. Uh-huh. And every time, my mom said, well, since you got to buy one of those balls to make me one, go ahead on and make one for every one of the mothers. Or go ahead on and make one for every one of the ushers. Y'all, I'd be mumbling words under my breath that I didn't even know existed. I did. That was, I told you, it's punishment. It's punishment. That's what that is. That's like telling me to go down in the basement and torture chamber. I can't do it. Everything that I had problems with doing up until the age of 60, I'm 61. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Nope. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. No, y'all, let me tell you how my brain works. So, y'all know I am always surrounded by yarn. I just happened to look up and I saw this watermelon color yarn and a small ball of gold. And all of a sudden, I'm thinking, oh my God, that would make such a pretty beanie. So when y'all see me Saturday at 2 o'clock, if y'all see a beanie in those colors, that's what happened. That's what happened. It just happens like that. I look up and I'm like, oh, I can make a table runner out of that. And it's not going to take long. And it happens. Or somebody real nice will come along and I'll be like, oh, purple dishcloths. They like purple or purple washcloths. I can make them a set. And it happens. I don't think it's a bad thing, though. I really don't think it's a bad thing. Before I go, I want to run over those signs with you one more time. So we have breakfast, breakfast, lunch, lunch, dinner, dinner, eat, eat, food, food, hungry, hungry, cook, cook, and dishes, dishes. Pretty good. Thank you. All of you. Well, all of you. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'm happy you came in. Thank you. We have approached that time. And the hip is starting to hurt. It's my favorite position to sit in. Oh, quick health update. Y'all ready for this? For the past 3 days, I've been locked in at 325.2. 325.2. I forgot to post it in the descriptions, but that has been steady for the past 3 days. So 325.2. I'm starting to have a little bit of issue with the toe again, and I'm seeing it because where he cut the skin out before, it left a little bit of a hole, and I'm starting to see where the skin itself is growing back. So I did call this morning. I wasn't supposed to go back until December. They're supposed to be calling me this afternoon and making another appointment so that I can come in. They're talking about removing half the toenail and putting something in there to prevent the toenail from growing over that far, or the skin, something to separate the skin and the toenail, because the issue is the massive amount of skin. So we'll figure something out. And I'm excited about my square. See, here goes my mind again. I wonder if I can crochet a wearable around this. I have this like right here and make something that would be cute. And then I could wear my square. I'd have to do that with the right hand though, because it would be with smaller yarn. This would be the thickest piece. We'll see. That's how my mind works, y'all. That's just how my mind works. In the meantime, I want you all to always remember to be bold, be brave, be beautiful, and behave. Remember, Kitty Lane told you. Remember, Kitty Lane loves you. And until we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody.